Background. My maternal grandfather had 2 children, my mom and my uncle. Grandma passed away 30 plus years ago. Mom passed away 3 years ago. Wow. Up until last year, Grandpa lived with my substance-involved uncle in an apartment in a suburb of my city. By the way, this comes from Julia X 1984 on the OK Storytime subreddit. So when my uncle passed out while standing up and hurt his hip so badly he had to go to the hospital for surgery and rehab almost 2 years ago, my siblings and I realized just how bad Grandpa's living conditions in that cesspool of an apartment were. The heavily bloodstained bed sheets alone would be enough to make you barf. Whoa.
Dang, what the?
It took a living situation, but I was able to move Grandpa in with me last year. We had to strip him down and change him into brand new clothes without letting them touch any surface, have him walk barefoot to the car, and bring nothing with him but his walker, wallet, phone charger, and glasses case. So far, it appears we avoided bringing any bed bugs along. My uncle didn't want me to, of course, but what was he gonna do? Any complaint or call he tried to make would result in someone from some agency seeing his apartment and him getting evicted at best and arrested at worst. Grandpa was in such bad shape, I was 100% positive all I could do was let him spend his last few days or weeks in a clean, pleasant environment. Instead, he went from a size medium to a size extra large, celebrated his 100th birthday, and is going strong still. Hungry, but now that no one was telling him they couldn't afford food, he had 100% normal appetite, mostly for pudding, but he's under doctor's orders to eat whatever he wants. 2 whole wardrobes when he gained weight from actually being able to eat, things to store them in, a comfy chair, and a table. He's still using the Android I got him a few weeks after Mom passed away since he couldn't borrow hers anymore. He can never remember how to text or make calls, but he can answer calls and loves to surf the web. It's on my plan and I pay the whole bill. The cable and internet had been shut off at the apartment for months, so I'd upgraded to an unlimited data plan and it had been his only source of entertainment there. I don't take any money from him for utilities or other household expenses. My roommate allowed him to use a mini fridge, nightstand, and 2 lamps that he's not using. My brother bought him a TV and brought over an entertainment center from his garage to display it. The grandkids and great-grandkids are able to come visit him. No one but me could bear to set foot in the filthy apartment even before we realized how severe the conditions were. No way we could subject children to it. We've had 2 big parties for his 100th birthday and Father's Day. We have 4 cats here whom he loves to receive visits from throughout the day. I registered him to vote at this address and ordered him a mail-in ballot every primary and general election. Whoa! I was able to get him set up with the VA's home care program, so VA doctors come give him checkups, give him vaccines, draw his blood for testing, etc. Here at home, something my uncle never could have done even if he had the energy to be aware of it, because he couldn't let medical personnel see the filth he was living in there. A social worker came to meet with him and got his wishes regarding care and end of life on the record. They have a home health aide come 3 times a week to do bathing, shaving, etc., and connected us with a podiatrist who makes house calls for the elderly for nail care. Yes, old people's nails really are incredibly thick and stiff and can't just be clipped the way we do to ours, but I digress. In short, his life and health are a million times better and happier here. Sister, a medical assistant, regularly texts me thanking me for taking him in so he wouldn't end up in the nursing home she sees on the job. It was around Father's Day this year that my dad voiced what I'd been feeling for a while, but never said aloud or let myself fully consciously think, that I saved his life. Story. My uncle handed over Grandpa's debit card when we moved him out. He must have known I would just apply for a new one for him if he didn't. I'd snagged a bank statement from the apartment in the weeks leading up to moving him out, so I had Grandpa's account number, and Grandpa knows his own social security number, thank goodness, or I wouldn't be able to refill his prescriptions by phone. So with his consent and participation, I set up mobile banking for his account on my phone for monitoring his balance and when he gets his social security and war pension deposits. Most expenses are paying for meds online, Instacart orders, and $300 a month to a debt collector because, of course, he just gave my mom his credit card a few years before she literally drank herself to unaliving, and no one was making payments on it for years. We got this letter about that not long after I filed his change of address. That debt was in his name, and I didn't want to deal with the headache of them continuing to come after him while he was alive or after he passed away, so I set up a monthly payment plan online. It'll be paid off in 3 more months. Great. OP is really on top.